Hey guys, I am finally back. I know it's been like a year, but I'm so happy to start making content again. I will be making these videos a little differently now as I've been using different software and can actually record my speed paints. So those will be running as I talk about each art piece. Not much else to say. Let's get into it. Starting off with a commissioned piece by a wonderful member of the community, Maepl, who reached out for an interpretation of a magic find set. This includes a player wearing clover helmet, 3-piece sorrow, a rift necklace, 3-piece molten equipment, and a daedalus axe. After looking around for the appropriate posing and armor references, this piece came along pretty well. Even though it took me a total of 8 hours, the majority of that time was spent on shading the armor, which was difficult at first, but probably my favorite part of the process. Now, I can already hear the comments about the axe not being gold, but blue just matches the fit better, so we're just gonna pretend it's due to all that magic find she's wielding. Next is a little meme with our favorite golden dragon, or Greg. In order to stay close to the original, I traced the outline and then added dragon features like his little wings and horns, as well as moving his eyes down a little to make him a bit cuter. Here is Greg on his own. And here is the final meme version. Like I mentioned before, it's been a year since my last video, so some of the art here is pretty old, including this one of Marina and a fire eel. I'm not particularly proud of this piece now, and even at the time I was struggling with posing and such, but I still think it's pretty cute. Looking at my older art helps me be more content with my current stuff because it really helps me tell I've improved, so I just wanted to keep this piece in the video.
Hello guys, it's me, Dorelius. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It's a cool channel, and she's gonna upload so many art videos and tons of content for you guys. Maybe it'll take a year, I don't know. Anyway, like and subscribe. Use code RAIL, it's the only code you should be using. And back to the video.
Now, personally, I'm not good at, nor do I particularly enjoy drawing men, but Barry is an elf, which is really cool and would be so much fun to draw, so I ended up drawing a female Barry. I am extremely happy with the outcome of this piece. I think she not only looks very pretty, but the colors and overall vibe are very different to a lot of my other art, so expect more art of her in the future, because I could see her even surpassing Woolweaver in terms of my favorite NPCs to draw. Speaking of Woolweaver, I drew her maybe a dozen times over the last year, and because of this, I'm only going to include 2 of my favorite pieces. This one is a play on the Nah I'd Win Gojo meme, which is one of my sillier pieces of art, but one that I look back at often. This was an experiment in a bit of a more anime style, which did carry through into a lot of my more current art. My favorite parts of this being the eyes and hair. Here is another much older piece, however this one aged a lot better in my opinion. I wanted to work on showing expressions and mood, and who better to draw looking miserable than the fairy who collects the souls of her brethren. So the sketch and line work on this wasn't extremely difficult, but you can see me shade and reshade 4 or 5 times until I finally decide on shading it like usual, then using a multiply layer and eraser to create the harder shadows and more dynamic lighting. This is another piece I could see myself being content with for a very long time. Alright, now the last piece of Woolweaver art in this video, which is also the first time another artist is in one of these videos. This is my part of a collaboration with Mire, whose Twitter and Reddit will be linked in the description below, where we draw Mayor Diaz absolutely simping for Woolweaver. Cause come on, who wouldn't? Because I draw her all the time, the process was pretty easy and straightforward. However, we did use a pre-drawn couples base, which determined the posing of both characters. Here's the Woolweaver part, and here's the final collab. Again, go check out and follow Mire to support her and her art. Finally, we have another commissioned piece from Maepl, where this time I tackled the Final Destination armor set. Now, y'all know how much I love dragons and E-Man and all that, so I really wanted to do this one justice. Shown in the drawings is Ender equipment and E-drag, which I didn't think of adding last time and was pretty sad about, and the Atom Split katana, which is dripping with Enderman blood onto a fell skull. I tried to improve the technical aspects of the armor this time, with it being more realistic in a battle setting. Also, given that Maepl wanted a background this time, I tried to make her feel more integrated into the environment by adding more depth and varied light sources. I'm currently working on more of these kinds of art pieces that show my interpretation of different sets in the game, so look out for those in the near future. That's all I've got. I'm so sorry for the lack of posting over the last year. However, given the time, I'd love to start uploading more consistently and hopefully get to YouTube rank at some point. That being said, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the support and encouragement. It really means the world to me, and I couldn't do it without all of y'all. Bye!